Well, good morning, YouTube. This is Chuck, and it's Sunday, January 21st, about 9 o'clock in the morning, and it's my second full day here at Skooliepalooza, and figured I'd take you for a little walk around. Being Sunday, Saturday night, everybody partied pretty hard all night, and of course I don't do that. But when I woke up about 3 o'clock in the morning, it was still going on, and we had a little rain earlier this morning, and that finally shut the party part down. So I'm going to take you on a little walk around this morning. We'll look at some stuff, and so this will be kind of broken up into segments, so it won't run too awful long. I'll try to see if I can find something interesting to show you. So let's go for a walk. Back with you in a bit. Folks, here's a nice little bus. This is a 2003 International built by Bluebird. And as you can see, got the raised roof. I like the color. They call it the Golden Eagle, and I like that color. And they're from British Columbia. And I talked to the gentleman, and they're not actually leaving, they're just relocating right now. But they come up and stopped right in front of me, so I couldn't hardly pass up shooting the video about it. Isn't that thing nice? They put a lot of work into that. See that? Camping is my happy place. Isn't that thing gorgeous? And there's their tow car. Looks like Mama's driving the tow car. Yeah. What's your name?
I'm Pam.
Pam, and your name?
Bernie.
Bernie?
Yeah.
Pam and Bernie, they're from British Columbia.
Yeah.
And I thought they were hooking up to leave, but they're actually not. They're actually just moving to another location. But that's a gorgeous bus. I thought you'd get a kick out of looking at it. Back to you later. There comes another one, folks. Washington plates. That's a Bluebird Wander Lodge. That's actually built as a motorhome, and in their day they were kind of the top of the line. And if you find an old one that's in good shape, I almost bought one time, and snag onto it. Kind of sounds like an ice cream truck going by. Bring you another one here in a minute. It's actually a little later in the afternoon, folks, and when I first started out this morning, my first stop was these two unique looking rigs here, and the owners of them, mom, dad, and 3 young daughters, they graciously invited me into their home and told me their story and showed me the inside and their build out. They're obviously full-time folks, and they have a very interesting story. They started out in that little short bus with 3 very, very young children. And gradually, as the children got older, they've moved into that bus. Very, very nice folks. What was attracted me initially was the paint job. It's absolutely stunning. It's different than most everything you see around here. And I've got the dog with me, and he's just trying to drag me all 7 different directions here. But let me give you a quick pan around here if I can get the dog. Come on, come with me. Get the dog to quit trying to drag me off my feet here, and you can follow their adventures right there. But their build is very, very interesting, very unique, and excellent use of natural and reclaimed materials. And their old bus, by the way, same year as mine. That's one of the things that attracted me to it. But they have a very, very good layout, very interesting build. Once again, the dog pulling me around here. And I was trying to figure out whether I wanted to try to video the inside or not. And what I decided was that there's just too much, it's kind of a tight layout, and the camera just will not show it the way it needs to be shown. Not the phone camera. You need better camera equipment to show it than what I've got. But it's a very nice setup, an absolutely wonderful family. It's an honor to have met them. Spent a couple hours over here, and I didn't quite get didn't really get out to shooting anything else. So now we're going to head off and see if we can catch something different. But one more look at that. There are so many buses here, and so many unique buses here, that I'm sure that there's no way in the world I'm going to be able to even get a fraction of them. But I'm going to try to show you a little snippet of it, and if I can stay away from the music, because as you know, YouTube doesn't like music. And let me show you this one here. It looks like they're leaving. Look at that raised roof beauty. Isn't that something? Somebody put a tremendous amount of work into that one. Not sure where they're leaving or what they're doing, but I should know I shouldn't bring the dog with me when I try to do this stuff. It's awful hard to try to keep him from pulling me in different directions. So I'll come back to you here in a minute when I get something cool to show you, if I can get the dog to quit pulling on me. Here's a little 4-window short bus. And look at the paintwork on that. Isn't that gorgeous? Don't quit your daydream. There's buses of every kind of description and color. There's another one with a unique paint job over there with a pirate flag. A lot of them are works in progress. The people are working on them as they go along. And that's part of the beauty of the whole thing. I'll give you a quick pan from where I'm standing. There's another one over there with a unique paint job. I'll be back again shortly. Okay, and I can't leave without showing the artwork on the back of the bus. Let your dreams be your wings. Isn't that gorgeous? Get you something else here in a minute. This is kind of the main road junction at Skooliepalooza, and this is obviously a box truck somebody's living in. This down here is kind of more of the family area, and this back here is more toward the party zone. Now there's music playing in the background, so I got to cut this short. I was hoping that truck noise would block the music. This is going up more toward the party zone. I hope that music is far enough away that it's not bothering me. But there's about every kind of individual you could possibly be interested in up here. Again, the dog's pulling me out of the way, and there are people going by with cars and trying to keep the music out of the background. Hello. There's obviously a large kind of a hippie element here. Here comes another car. I'll show you a little bit better view of that. They're selling that stuff. A lot of unique stuff. Unique stuff and unique folks. And seen that house truck over there. I've seen him before. Somebody shot a video on him on YouTube, and there's an old van that's the same style as mine, or the brick nose style. We'll keep going here as long as we can stay away from music. How you doing? There's an old Crown Coach bus. It's a gorgeous old thing. Astral, the Skoolie. The one I wanted to kind of head over toward is this one right over here. And there's some interesting. Oh, look at that! There's a big old overlanding rig. I'm not even sure what that's built on. Seen this bus right in front of us, a blue one with the silver stripes on it. Little $5.99 there. That's a pretty unique thing. You don't see too many of them around like that. He's got a workshop up in that. His name is Gordo. He not only lives and works out of that thing. I've seen videos on it before, and it's pretty interesting. This one here, I think, looks like Jack Austin's old bus. I'm not sure whether it is or not, but if so, I worked on that paint job. Let me shut it off for a second, see if anybody knows anything. So when I was looking at Gordo's bus over here, I saw this bus, and I thought I recognized it. And that used to be owned by a guy named Jack Austin. And years ago at one of Jamie's van builds over in Parker, I actually spent a whole afternoon sanding on this. It's now owned by Brock.
Yep.
And Brock's a friend of Jax's, and he said Jax is now cancer free, and he's off on the other side of the world hiking somewhere. So
yep.
Brock
he's over in India.
He's over in India. Well, yep. Brock, tell us a little bit about your event that you were telling me about.
Yeah, it's called the Bus Fair. And so we put it on in Oak Ridge, Oregon every June.
Was that with Isaac? And
Isaac's there. Isaac, he had his shop in Oak Ridge.
Right, I knew that. That's why I asked that.
Isaac's a friend of mine, and he actually found out about Oak Ridge from the bus fair, and I helped kind of get him a shop up there through the city, and he was running the old Public Works building.
Right, so. I knew that too. Yeah. I followed his channel.
Yep. So we put on the bus fair. It's an event where we have an educational aspect. So people that are looking for information on how to convert a bus, everything from where do you buy a bus, which kind of motor, transmission, to your layout, your solar components design, and then boondocking when you're on the road. So a whole day where we have seminars with Chuck Cassidy and Wes from Trans Existence to come in and talk about roof raises. And then Saturday is open to the public, where people can come tour up to 30 different schoolies on display, get inspiration, talk to the builders and owners. And then Sunday is our Sunday fun day for everybody there that's camping and at the event. We just kind of have a real mellow day of activities. So,
give us the dates on that again.
June 21st through the 23rd in Oak Ridge, Oregon.
Okay.
And you can find out more information on thebusfair.com or follow us on social media at the Bus Fair.
Very good. Thank you, Brock. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Chuck Cassidy. I'm familiar with Wes, and
yeah.
I actually toured Wes's bus. I don't know if he's still got the same one, but I toured his bus a couple of years ago here at Skooliepalooza.
Yeah. Well, Chuck, it was really good to meet you, man.
Very good, my friend.
Yeah, take care.
It's interesting how you run into people. They got a lot of these circle ups here where they get about a 10, 12, 15 folks will circle the wagons, and there you go. From Pirates of the Caribbean, you heard of the Black Pearl. Well, there's its cousin, the White Pearl. Dog's still pulling on me. Come on, Flapjack. Hey, come on. I should have learned not to take him along. A little noise from those side-by-sides, but at least it drowns out the music that's going to get me banned. There's a unique individual that's visiting. How you doing? There's the Was a Bus. You've heard about them before. There's another good example of a Crown coach. Well, those things are dripping cool. They were built in California for years. They built fire trucks too. This is the stage where this is kind of party central. This is where a lot of what happens occurs here. And there was a bus. There's all kinds of tours. There's all kinds of tours on different YouTube channels on that. And he makes a living on the road, as you can see. I'll stop there for a second. You can see what he does. And we're going to go over here and cut through this. Another nice International with a roof raise on it. Some of these buses I've seen before, but some of them I haven't. There's a guy that does wraps for a living. Vinyl wraps in lieu of paint jobs. Come on. Come on, dog. This one here said, oh, bus tours today and dogs welcome, huh? Well, I'm glad the dogs are welcome. Here's one of the things you're starting to see. They shouldn't have peed on the guy's sign. Dang it, dog. People gathering around campfires all over the place, and starting to see some of these floating around now. This looks like an old fire crew carrier from somewhere. And they're They've got the square box on the back that makes them a little easier to convert than a van. There's a couple of old Forest Service crew carriers over on the other side that I saw. I'm going to strangle this dog if he keeps trying to pull me off my feet here. There's too many things to smell, and he don't. Hey, settle down. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's a quick tour of Party Central back there. But we're going to kind of take a look at this gray machine over here, and then we're going to kind of make a big swing back over toward home. I said before, one of the neat things about this is the uniqueness of these vehicles. Like that one over there, you know, there's probably not another one anywhere in the world that looks like that. There's just acres and acres of these buses around here, and normally you don't like to hear the sound of the motor, the engines, a generator that you hear running in the background, but what it does is it drowns out the music, so I don't get tagged with a music violation again, because I've done that before. Another artistic one, painted up with an artistic type paint job, and oh, here's what they call a house truck, and I kind of like those. They're unique. There's no two alike. Let me shut this down for a little bit. I'll get back with you here in a minute. Yeah, we're back a little bit more into our neighborhood, and there's about 3 of these big circle ups right here where all these people know each other or run into each other from somewhere. Quite a few people have left, the people that came for the weekend. There's another kind of bus with interesting paint job. You see they got a wood stove. But we're almost back home now, so we'll just walk over to our place. So that was just a quick walk through part of Skooliepalooza, and the main music had been shut down, and hopefully I didn't pick up too much other music where I can't use this, but very unique event, very unique rigs. My friend Happy had to work tomorrow, so he bailed out early this morning and headed back home. So I'd like to spend a little more time with him, but I didn't get a chance to. Still walking here, trying to keep from tripping. It's kind of rocky here. So there's another pretty unique setup with a raised roof on it. Another converted ambulance. A lot of those around. There's that orange one there. There's my new friend Nomad Brad. He has a YouTube channel as well. And if I step over here just a little bit, you can see our van back over there, so we're almost home. So I think I'm going to shut this down for now, and I'm going to tell you to take care of each other and love each other. And this is my second full day at Skooliepalooza. Rained a little bit this morning. I went out and tried to do this morning, got sidetracked, so it's kind of mid-afternoon right now, and we're finally getting it done, even though the dog is trying to drag me 16 different directions. And so right now, let me give you a shot of that highly decorated van. That's my new friend Annie, and I'll say peace out.